because I know I'm not dealing here with human beings. They are all terrorists and they don't have any human feelings.
Why do you say they're not human beings? Because, I mean, they do live here, don't they? They say that they are trying to defend their villages and their...
But they know, as I know, that I don't want to be here for the war.
כשאתם נמצאים על הטנק, אתם מדמיינים משהו?
הם כאילו במלחמה ויורים על הטנק ומנסים לפגוע בי.
אני מדמיין שכל פעם אני רואה מולי ערבי מת.
ערבים שרוצים אחריי, שרוצים להרוג אותי.
באת לטנק, יורה בכולם, טק 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 טק, הורגת את כולם? איך הרגש?
הרגשתי מאושרת.
איפה בצבא היית רוצה לשרת
לבנון, הייתי הכי רוצה בלבנון.
אבל עכשיו החזרנו את לבנון, אז אין לנו מלחמה בלבנון.
לא נורא, נחזיר אותם לשם עוד פעם.
Since more or less that we are born, the Israeli military is presented, even when you are a baby, as a sacred, a holy.
Like anyone growing up in Israel, I went through the whole indoctrination, and we are being trained to be soldiers from kindergarten.
Israeli Democracy Institute does surveys, and they find Israeli youth are less and less likely to be willing to study in a classroom with a non-Jewish person.
What happened to Israeli society will need to be studied and will be studied, I think, for many decades.
It is a social collapse. It's also a psychological collapse. It has to do with the fact that Israelis have lost connection with reality.
We hate war because we love life.
Just one final question.
Yeah.
You've come up here, looked at binoculars into some northern Gaza here.
Yeah.
What was your thought?
Disappointed? I expected to see more destruction.
Welcome everybody to another special episode of the One State Solution podcast.
We're both anti-Zionist Israeli Jews.
Zionists are using our religion, our identity to justify all these crimes.
True liberation for us is also liberation from Zionism.
Yes.
We don't buy this story that Zionism is the movement of Jewish liberation.
No, it isn't.
So Israel is literally a military base with good PR because it presents itself as a homeland. But it's a military base, and it's become so normalized for Israeli Jews that they're part of this war machine.
Israel's putting into practice its plan to return to normality, with schools and kindergartens beginning to open their doors. But concerns have been raised after the country's Prime Minister proposed a controversial measure to track children's social distancing by microchipping them.
I spoke with our heads of technology in order to find measures Israel is good at, such as sensors. For instance, every person, every kid, I want it on kids first, would have a sensor that would sound an alarm when you get too close, like the ones on cars.
Well, the Prime Minister's proposal received a barrage of criticism, especially from cybersecurity experts. Many of them questioned the legality of chipping people. The head of cyber studies at Tel Aviv Academic College, Tal Pavel, believes that it will allow criminals, including kidnappers and paedophiles, to track children.
This initiative, it might be kind of roadmap to disaster. It can harm kids from a wide range of aspects. Since the information of the physical presence, the geolocation of the kids will be on the net, it won't be to be able to hack and to breach those kind of geolocation. It can be cyber criminals or criminal to kidnap those kids. It can be pedophiles. It can be also terrorists. Because if I know a target, I can track his children, I can harm his children. The consequences may be, as far as I see it, very dangerous.
Well, the government countered that criticism, claiming that no information will be kept on databases and the technology is just designed to keep kids at a safe distance from each other. It claimed no privacy laws would be violated and the chips would be optional. But Tal Pavel again believes that it could quickly become mandatory.